Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy Mother Loving Friday. Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves and not out there doing nothing crazy like some of these people in this video I'm about to drop. So, y'all remember on some of my other videos, I told y'all about little Ray Ray and little Johnny Buns them out there, how the parents don't be keeping up with some of their kids and be wondering what they badass kids is out there doing. Well, see, this video here is gonna be a little different. I did one the other day about some kids that beat up and dragged out some Asian man that looked like Freaky Chan. Definitely did look like Freaky Chan, but these kids beat the dog shit out of this dude, broke his leg, all kinds of shit. Because I guess he cut them off while they was out there riding their bicycles. I don't think that was needed for them to do all what they did to him for allegedly cutting them off. But my point is, parents need to keep a better eye on their kids. Because not only are they out there riding bikes crazy in the street, but you got kids like in this video here. Just watch this.
Newly released Bodycam video shows an officer-involved shooting that killed one man back in April.
It happened in Long Beach when officers were responding to an armed robbery on Cerritos Avenue. KTLA's Carlos Herrera is live now with those details. Carlos, good morning.
Good morning, Megan and Eric. This happened back on April 26 at around 8:30 p.m. We've now learned from investigators that the teen suspect was armed with a replica gun. This morning, Long Beach Police has released video of the entire incident. Before we show you, we want to warn you, it may be disturbing for some to watch.
I have police on the way. Who has the gun?
Usted se encuentra en Cerritos. Ya, la policía ya va en camino. ¿Quién es la persona que tiene la pistola?
No sabemos. No
We don't
sabemos.
know. We don't know.
A 911 call from inside a home here on Cerritos Avenue. The caller there, a grandmother, telling dispatch through a translator that an armed suspect has entered her home. Security cameras show the man wearing a mask and using a crowbar to try and break in. When officers arrive, the intruder runs to the backyard and the house is eventually evacuated. Long Beach police officers are then heard giving the intruder orders to drop his weapon. For over 90 minutes, officers and even crisis negotiators try to de-escalate the entire situation, even giving him water.
Hey, we want to talk to you. Relax. Can you put that thing down on the ground, please? I'm going to do my best. You ready? Look at that.
As the negotiation continues, the intruder tells officers he wanted them to kill him and threatened to kill himself. Then, just before 10 p.m., an officer fires one shot after the intruder pointed a gun at the officer.
Who was that? Who was that?
That was me.
The body-worn camera there appears to be blocked by the police car the officer is behind, but the video also showing officers inside the house attempting CPR on the suspect before he was taken to a nearby hospital where he eventually died. Now, investigators say the weapon he was carrying turned out to be a replica gun. This 17-year-old suspect, a resident of San Bernardino, his 18-year-old accomplice, ran away from the scene and was later arrested in Modesto. It's unclear why the suspects targeted the home in this neighborhood. As standard protocol with these use of force incidents, the LA County District Attorney's Office will now be carrying out its independent investigation.
17 years old. 17 out there breaking in people's houses. Like for what? I don't get it. Then his homie that was with him left him. Understand who your friends are. I understand he probably was scared, didn't want to get shot himself, or whatever the case may have been, or go to jail, but he left him. And he lucky the police was nice enough to him. I don't understand why they was that nice to be sitting there giving them water. I would have let his ass just, hey, nope, your throat dry, your tongue dry, then the motherfucker, you better go ahead and put that little fake ass gun down and just go ahead and get on the ground, bro, because there's nowhere you're going to go. I don't understand what people be thinking about when they just sitting up there holding up the police, sitting on the roof or whatever, like how this dude was. Just sitting there chilling, wasting all this time. You think they're going to be like, oh, okay, man, you know what? Fuck it. Just go ahead, go home, start over tomorrow. You know, just don't do this again. We won't catch you. You know what I'm saying? We'll let it be unless somebody call us for you. I don't get it. Like, and you had a fake gun, so you wasn't trying to have a shootout. You was just going to get shot, as you did. Keep a better eye on your kids, or I guess the police will be calling y'all, and you know that little Ray Ray and Johnny Buns out there done got killed by them. And it wasn't the police's fault. So let's move on to this next one, because this here is pretty weird. Pretty weird. Now, this is more like, now this time, this son and dad got into it. The father and son got into it, but you will never ever believe why. The son shot his daddy in the face. Smell that? You wearing them old ass socks still? Son got mad. Cause his daddy said his motherfucking feet was funky. Watch this.
An Iowa man is charged with shooting his father over an argument that started about stinky feet. David Carpenter says he was arrested, or David Carpenter was arrested in Burlington Sunday. Court documents say he called police and told them that he shot his father, William Carpenter, in the face. Police talked to William Carpenter in the hospital. He told police the argument started over David Carpenter's stinky feet. There were 2 children in the home at the time, so David Carpenter also faces a charge of child endangerment.
I cannot believe this shit. Now, I done seen some black families get into it over like a last piece of chicken type shit, and I thought that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But for you, a family dispute, and it's over because the daddy told his son that his motherfucking feet was funky. Go wash them. Take your shoes outside. Go wash the socks, man. You're killing everybody. He said, fuck that. I'm tired. You talk about my feet. I like the way it smells like a bag of Funyuns up in here. He said, fuck this. I know where you got your gun. And shot his damn daddy in the face, bro. Over being told that his feet was funky. Now, this is definitely white people shit right here. But this here...
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Alright, so now we finna go all the way out there to, I think it's Atlanta, Georgia, some damn where this beauty supply store got evicted. And I guess it seemed like they didn't know they was getting evicted because they threw all their shit out there in the middle of a parking lot. That's crazy, this motherfucker, bro. I thought it was crazy when people get evicted and they just throw all their furniture and shit out there on the curb. But to see a store get evicted like this is crazy. I would love to see or be around when a goddamn GameStop get evicted.
Stop it.
Unless it ends up like this situation here, to where they pretty much had it under control by like the police and SWAT team, all kinds of shit. They said, oh, y'all niggas think y'all finna come out here and get this hair and all this other extra shit for free? Y'all got another thing coming. So apparently they got evicted. They threw all their shit out there in the parking lot and nobody could go out there and get it. It was under safekeeping, I guess. But check out this video.
A massive crowd converged on a shopping plaza in Clayton County earlier today. Hundreds showed up to a beauty supply store that deputies had just evicted, hoping to get some free merchandise.
Instead, law enforcement swarmed the area and put an end to that. Al Fox 5's Rob Durienzo is live tonight at that shopping plaza. And Rob, you spoke with Sheriff LaVon Allen.
I did. That's exactly right. Good evening to you both. We'll show you what he said in just a moment. But the people I spoke with said they didn't come down here to steal anything. They thought this mountain of merchandise sitting in front of this beauty store behind me was fair game. And then, as time went on, hundreds of people showed up.
First it was calm. come, and then I guess everybody made a phone call, and it got a little out of control, a little like Freaknik 96.
Soon after, Clayton County deputies evicted this beauty supply store off Terra Boulevard, dumping their inventory in the parking lot. A lot of people showed up, hoping to snatch up some free stuff.
Wigs, braided hair, makeup, lashes, earrings.
Instead, Clayton County Police, sheriff's deputies, and Riverdale Police created a perimeter around the merch. Then they brought in dump trucks and vans carrying incarcerated workers to clean it all up.
When citizens are evicted, things are up for grabs. So we was assuming that the things were up for grabs.
And a lot of people we spoke with say that was their impression showing up here too.
And as somebody who is in the beauty industry, it definitely would have been helpful.
Kids could use the supplies for hair, it's book bags in there, it's shoes in there, because the hair store sells all kind of things.
Georgia law says once a judge issues what's called a writ of possession in eviction cases, deputies can go in and toss out the tenant's belongings. Once it's in the street, those belongings are generally considered abandoned.
People get evicted on the street, they're not like this. They don't make sure people's stuff don't get touched when we get evicted.
Fox 5's I-Team found a judge granted a writ of possession to the store's landlord 2 weeks ago, which deputies served this past Friday. So I asked Sheriff LaVon Allen why he doesn't consider this property abandoned.
And they could do a lot of good with it versus it just going to sit in a dump somewhere. Whose property is it now?
And if you couldn't hear too well at the end, it was a little difficult to listen to. Sheriff Allen said essentially that this was the store's property. But meanwhile, these people here really, they had a different understanding of this all. And again, our reading of the state law was that this was essentially abandoned property. Russ?
Well, obviously the property has value, but it certainly looked like it had been thrown out like trash. Rob, do we know where those trucks ended up? Where'd they take all that merchandise?
And Russ, that's a question a lot of people even still have been coming by and asking, where did they put all of this stuff? I want to show you a video that Lovejoy Police posted a little while ago. They say these products in the landfill. They say all of those items are being destroyed, telling people not to show up at that landfill, adding they will be monitoring the area. Russ, back to you.
So,
yeah, I bet you it was calm at first. But can you just imagine what the chaos really was like? You know what I'm saying? Because they said that people started telling other people, like, hey, Dad, you better get on up here. They got this hair outside laying up in the parking lot. And I'm apparently it's free. You better get up here and get it while the getting is good. And I guess they saw too many motherfuckers showing up. And they said, fuck that, call in the feds, bro, because we're not going to be able to control these motherfuckers. Then the one girl talking about, like, yeah, and then after a while they got like Freaknik 96. Yeah, I bet you was there acting a fool, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ, bro. Then one of the girls was talking about how, oh yeah, you know, they got other stuff in there that the kids could have used, and they got backpacks and all this other extra shit. Well, not if it's Ray Ray and goddamn Johnny Bonds them. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit in there. They probably already went in there and took it. But that one girl though that they was talking to, I'm surprised she was even wanting to get on camera, because she just seemed like she's not the type to want to be on camera talking. But she was up there moving her neck like, yeah, but when they be evicting people on the street, you know, they don't never try to keep you from touching their stuff, you know. But now this stuff up here that I really wished I could have just go ahead up there and grab, we can't do it. She was pretty pissed off because she thought she had a freebie. When I guess the news reporter dude was talking to the undercover cop. I don't know what the fuck he was. He up there being all cool and shit. Yeah, you know, man, you know, it's their property, you know. Shit, can't do nothing about it. So they just called us up here to take care of it. I don't know, man. That shit was weird as fuck. I think it's kind of weird for them to have evicted them that way. Like, if you don't want people to take the shit, why the fuck would you even just take it out there? You know, and then I think it was more of a slap in the face to where when they came there to pick up all the shit, they didn't even try to resell it or nothing. They literally took it to a dump yard. Like, you know what? Fuck that. We're going to take this shit to a dump yard and just burn it and hope the birds shit all over it, all kind of stuff. And then had extra security for the damn dump yard because they felt like people was like, man, I know where they taking it. We going to go up there too. We definitely going to go up there too. But we gonna get off of this weave and eyelash situation, bro. We gonna stay here in Georgia because obviously the mayor in Georgia got some goddamn problems himself. This nigga allegedly was getting the inmates drunk. The mayor of Georgia getting the inmates drunk. What kind of shit is this? Apparently or allegedly he was leaving alcohol bottles or whatever the fuck he was giving them to drink in ditches. I'm assuming the ditches that they were digging for these motherfuckers. So check this shit out.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with the mayor of Thompson being arrested this afternoon.
News Channel 6's Isabella Moody is in the studio with the story. Isabella?
Yes, the GBI arrested Thompson Mayor Benji Cranford after he was accused of giving alcohol to inmates. He is now charged with furnishing prohibited items to inmates and criminal attempt to commit a felony. We caught up with Mayor Cranford as he was leaving the McDuffie County Jail after being booked there.
Y'all boys ready?
Back on June 6, the Thompson Police Department asked the GBI to conduct an investigation into Cranford. He'd been accused of giving alcohol to inmates on a work detail within the city limits 2 days earlier. A grand jury indicted the mayor today. The city released a statement saying, "As we understand the charges in this case are not related to Mr. Cranford's duties as an elected official, we do not have a comment." People we spoke with in Thompson were shocked to hear about the arrest, especially in their small town.
You hear certain different stories, but hearing this kind of just blew my mind. Like, it's wild. I mean, I just feel like it's a shocker. You know what I mean? Like the world, every day you hear about this stuff and you don't think it would happen in your town, but here it is.
One woman said she never would have seen this coming.
I wouldn't expect that out of him. You know, I seen him in some city meetings before, and that's not the person that I saw that would have been doing something like that. So I just hope it's not true.
We will continue to follow this story, and as the GBI releases more information, we will pass it along to you. Brad, Jenny, back to you.
A goddamn city official caught up in some bullshit. But you see, they said that I guess he was getting them drunk while they were out there on work detail. I guess he felt them drinking will make them work harder. Did they ever test them for weed? I guarantee you, if he was definitely leaving alcohol out there for them, I'm pretty sure that they was getting weed too. And other stuff to take into the jails. It don't just stop at alcohol. It's weird to me, like when they get caught up in something like this, he wasn't even scared. Look, he walking out all casually, smiling and shit. Got the black lady up there talking about like, yeah, I really didn't expect that out of him. You know, I seen him at council meetings and, yeah, I mean, he might be a little red because he be drunk, but I didn't think he would ever try to get the inmates drunk. Shit. He was getting them drunk, high, and all kinds of shit. But wow, that was a mayor of Georgia. It's like that town is evicting motherfuckers and your mayor's out there getting arrested because he's getting his inmates drunk. Ain't that a buck or two, Benjamin? So anyways, folks, till next time. Fuck with it till next time for some more breaking news. For your ass. Peace.